My name is Kaia. I'm an anti-racist activist as well as a founder of Youth the Gap CIC that has partnered this year with TEDxBrighton to bring a collection of different youth speakers from outside of Brighton to bring the theme of Planet Hope from a Gen Z lens. There's often decisions being made about young people without young people involved, and that's really concerning to me. I'm currently the youngest person to be on that Brighton TEDx stage. Came towards the end of secondary school where I was really questioning the lack of representation in the education system. So I really took it upon myself to then transform that into digital advocacy. It sprung me into grassroots activism.
My name is Dyar Hussain. I'm a Master of International Human Rights Law and a decolonial activist. I've done grassroots charity work with young people of colour in white-dominated spaces. Being Kurdish history inspires me so much. It is a people birthed out of resistance and continued resistance. Bringing that back to the fore and into our minds and what we can learn from previous minority movements.
My name is Busayo twins, and I use social media to try and engage diverse audiences in political discourse. The way in which I got into grassroots activism was being someone who was on the ground, who cared about an issue and kind of just spoke up about it. People don't realise their collective power. Amplify that voice, and before you know it, we're part of a greater movement that preceded us and will come after us. The way in which I engage people in social justice and activism is by asking them to be more reflective about the world around them. People then develop their belief system a bit more and really sharpen it in times that matter, when it comes to voting or when it comes to key decision-making processes.
My name is Annabelle. I'm an educator, an activist, and my mission is to make the world a better place through something called radical empathy. For me, my activism is very much rooted in answering the question, how can we use the skills and the resources which we possess to build a more liberatory future for all? I've been using my background in law and politics to help facilitate and contribute to legal clinics. I want to dismantle this idea that you have to be an activist to have a positive contribution into the world. People have so much innate power in themselves as an ally, as an advocate, as a consumer, as an employee to create better outcomes for people who really need it.
To me, the term Planet Hope refers to a world in which all injustices, all discrimination, all forms of inequity are things of the past.
Change can happen within community. I want to build that sense of hope, really identifying what change is on a smaller scale and how that can lead to wide-scale attitude changes.
Dismantling structures and systems which don't serve people and creating something which is beautiful in its place. Not only it links to the fight for climate justice and the fight for racial justice, but it links to this idea of intersectional justice.
Planet Hope for me is that restoration, is that radical change, and knowing that each and every one of us is a part of that picture.